Here we go, guys. Tag team action is underway.
Trying to put this thing away. No way. So agile.
Got the shoulders down. The pin's broken up.
I can't believe it. Ooh-wee.
Oh, a flying forearm.
On the mark.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though. Uh-oh. What a hurricanrana.
Look at this.
Suplex.
He looks a bit off his game here. Headed into this match, he and his partner look extremely confident.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back on the offensive himself, or does he attempt to make a tag here?
I think a lot of people right now are scratching their heads wondering how he let this match get so out of hand.
What a strike.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double-team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
Guys, AJ Styles has such a wide array of maneuvers. How can his opponent neutralize his offense?
When you're going up against someone that has such variety in their playbook, the best strategy might be to attack their core.
Stump puller leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
On that strategy to take you down, AJ, why would you think focusing on his core would gain you the advantage?
Well, you'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Attacking the ribs compresses the lungs, decreases speed and stamina. Then, punishing his back would make it nearly impossible for him to get you in place for a Styles clash or get up for that phenomenal forearm.
Cedric Alexander is not going to like this.
Boom, what impact. He caught him slipping. Oh, here we go. Caught off guard.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, my goodness, this hurts. Oh! AJ Styles caught a bit off guard there.
Which is a rare sight.
The beauty of tag team competition is that he doesn't need to take the entire brunt of the opposition's attack. Though the thought of making a tag doesn't necessarily appear to be on his mind right now.
We seem more motivated than ever heading into this match, which makes me think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
What's he got in mind? Scoop slam! He's in full control now. What's he gonna do with it?
AJ Styles moved out of the way there.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Something big is coming. He's in big trouble. He's in control. Look out here. Something big planned. He's in full control now. He caught him slipping. He's in control. Ooh. This is going to be big, one way or another. He's in big trouble.
Whoa! Styles looks like he wants to do it all by himself.
What's he going to do with it?
As Grand Metalik slips out of harm's way.
What's he got in mind? What a stomp!
Good grief!
We're back to the corner like a good little bit now.
Ring rattling! AJ Styles being tested here. He needs to weather this storm for any chance of a comeback. I wouldn't be surprised if he just passes out right here.
He's fading fast here, guys. If I'm his opponent, I'm thinking about putting him out of his misery sooner than later.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
When AJ Styles entered the WWE, he already had a big following and reputation from his time in Japan, though he isn't alone in bringing big talent to the West.
Oh, he's able to reverse it.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Corey brings up AJ having a following before coming to WWE. It is similar to how Finn Balor had one as well. And boy, what a dream match they put on at TLC. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, what impact.
Styles can finish the job here.
AJ Styles is rolling now. You gotta believe this one's over. Grand Metalik's going for it. Big slam. Can he do it here?
AJ Styles has been eliminated.
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
This superstar is dangerous both inside and outside the ring. Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial. If a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit and were able to keep an opponent in the ring long enough to make that adversary the focal point of their assault.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing creates separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key in breaking any momentum your opponents could have, maybe the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish lass kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro.
It's about time, Byron, for you to coach him up.
He looked harsh impact. I'm not sure how much he has left. Oh, man, Cedric Alexander really needs to dig down deep. In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner locked up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification.
In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the competitor in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent.
In a tag match, when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of 5 to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal, both of the superstar's feet have to be on the apron. The partner must be touching the tag rope in the corner. Both team members must touch, and the referee must see the tag be made.
Stump puller leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Watch this here. He has something big planned. He's in control. What's he got in mind?
Oh no, Grand Metalik got outclassed there. This is going to frustrate Grand Metalik.
Nice job getting out of the way of that one. What a strike. Taking off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
Cedric Alexander is one of the most highly touted cruiserweights in recent history, but his road to the Cruiserweight Championship took a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, Michael, a lot of us expected to see Cedric contend for the title as soon as he joined 205 Live, but the drama with Alicia Fox and a knee injury kept him out of the title picture.
You guys mentioned Cedric Alexander's path to the Cruiserweight Championship. He was actually #1 contender before the tournament started, but had to compete in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament just like everybody else.
A lesser man would have complained or put less than his best effort in, but it made Cedric fight harder than ever. It took almost 2 years, but Cedric Alexander became Cruiserweight Champion on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Boom, what impact!
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
This might be it!
Oh, my.
Byron mentioned Cedric winning his way to WrestleMania in 2018 via the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. I'd argue that he had the toughest road to WrestleMania.
I'm not going to argue with you, Cole. I mean, he took on the Cruiserweight Classic runner-up, and then the guy that won the Cruiserweight Classic, and then Roderick Strong, and then Mustafa Ali, and then he finally won the Cruiserweight Championship.
Cedric Alexander is one of the most highly touted cruiserweights in recent history, but his road to the Cruiserweight Championship took a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, Michael, a lot of us expected to see Cedric contend for the title as soon as he joined 205 Live, but the drama with Alicia Fox and a knee injury kept him out of the title picture.
You guys mentioned Cedric Alexander's path to the Cruiserweight Championship. He was actually #1 contender before the tournament started, but had to compete in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament just like everybody else.
A lesser man would have complained or put less than his best effort in, but it made Cedric fight harder than ever. It took almost 2 years, but Cedric Alexander became Cruiserweight Champion on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
He's in big trouble.
Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
This might be big. Now in full control. The tag team competition right now is as heated as Grand Metalic's going for it.
Filthy German suplex.
Brandon.
It's about time, Byron, for you to coach him up.
Oh, with the old Pele kick. Oh, my. This one's over, guys.
Wow, that one packed even more punch than the last one.
For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team match.
Look at this.
Cedric Alexander has been
And we have our
eliminated.
winners.